A very good evening to one and all. The topic of my talk is immune boosting nutrients in health and disease. I bring greetings from the National Indian Dietetic Association. On behalf of the Food, Nutrition and Dietetics fraternity of 16,000 life members in 25 chapters across India, I bring greetings to you this evening. I also bring greetings to you from Sir Vitthal Das Thackeray College of Home Science, SNDT Women's University, a university which is only 104 years old, a college which has completed 6 decades of its existence and was the first autonomous college of the state of Maharashtra. And as a university, today, the university is reaching out to close to 60,000 women across India. I also bring greetings from NetProfan, an amalgamation of network of professional association, a milestone of FSSAI, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. The amalgamation of professional organizations like Indian Dietetic Association, Nutrition Society of India, Association of Food Scientists and Technologists, Indian Medical Association, Association of Analytical Chemists, Indian Chefs Association, and All India Institute of Public Health. I think this is a landmark step to bring all the professional organizations on one platform so that we look at the bigger objective together and talk the same language. I start with the vision statement of Indian Dietetic Association, which says Aham Annam from Atharved, which means we are what we eat. And the Indian Dietetic Association is committed to relate to Aham Annam in the contemporary times or in its application in the modern world. The vision statement of SNDT Women's University is Sanskrita Stri Parashakti. An enlightened woman is a source of infinite strength, and we can see that empowerment happening for the last 100 years. The tagline for NetProfan Eat Right India movement is Eat Right, Eat Safe, and Eat Sustainable. I begin my presentation with a sincere gratitude to frontline workers in the present time who are putting their lives at stake to protect the Indian population. We are thankful to our doctors, to our nursing staff, to our dietitians, healthcare workers, government and non-government organizations. Friends, the present time is a huge opportunity, and I feel it's a time to introspect. It's a time to learn to maximize on the available resources. It's a time to emphasize on quality within a defined quantity, keeping in mind the limited resources in hand. Hippocrates said, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food." As a nutritionist, I vouch for the statement that your food can work as medicine, provided you use it like a medicine. How do you use a medicine? A medicine is a specific compound which is quantified and its frequency is defined. Today, the science of nutrition has advanced so much that we can actually identify, quantify the physiologically active components in food and make a checklist to say that this is the checklist of food which you need to eat in this much quantity, in this much frequency. Believe me, if we practice it to the T, it works like medicine. I would like to state right at the beginning that the premise of this presentation is preventive and not curative. The key statements which I'd like to make at the onset is that infection is an inflammatory state of the body. And inherently, friends, we are all in an invisible inflammatory state of the body. It is a food-based approach which helps in creating an anti-inflammatory environment in the body and boosts the defense mechanism. So what are the hidden contributors to the inflammatory state? We all know that many of us are suffering from one kind of malnutrition. It could be undernutrition, it could be overnutrition, it could be obesity. Micronutrient deficiency, which we also refer to as hidden hunger, and we attribute it to the imbalance in diets today. Inadequate and irregular sleep patterns, sedentary lifestyle, comorbid chronic health conditions wherein hypertension, prediabetes, diabetes, dyslipidemia are synonymous to common observation. Chronic stress because of the kind of lifestyle which we are leading today, and the underlying depression which is not apparent. And to add to this is the environmental pollution. Friends, all what is mentioned over here are the hidden contributors to an inflammatory state of the body, which is not a good state. I would just like to add a new emerging concept, which to my mind will be the thrust area of research in the next few years, and that is the presence of dietary advanced glycosylated end products in food. There is literature to support that foods which are high in lipid and protein content exhibit the highest age levels. And among that, fat and meat groups contain 30 to 12-fold higher age content. Even foods which are high in carbohydrates contain high dietary age if they are subjected to dry heat cooking treatment or processing treatments, which you can see in foods like cracker, chips, cookies. So what is important is that it's not only important as to what we eat, but how do we treat the food? That is also important. So the dietary advanced glycosylated end products, it is documented that they tend to increase in alkaline pH, dry heat cooking method, and low moisture levels. On the other hand, we can decrease their production by altering the pH, whether it is the addition of lemon juice or vinegar, making it acidic, increasing the moisture levels, and subjecting food to lower cooking temperatures and shorter times. So friends, at this juncture, when we are exposed to a variety of food, ready-to-eat foods, which is subjected to high temperature conditions, or even snacking options, which are subjected to very high temperature treatment, dry heat cooking, I think we should be keeping in mind that we may be adding a lot of dietary advanced glycosylated end products, which are known to cause inflammation in the body. And sometimes even good foods or good ingredients may turn out to be inflammatory in our body if we do not treat them well. So we come back to the statement that it's the quality of eating which has a direct bearing on the metabolic environment or the state of your internal environment, which we today emphasize and really consider it important, and that is metabolic health.